Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.
A warm welcome to our International Swimming Pool Podcast. In front of me sits Angela Herrmann, Export Manager at Benke Manufacturing in Germany.
And in front of me sits Michael Fisser, Export Manager at Fluvo Schmalenberger from Tübingen in Germany.
How are you, Angela?
Yeah, I'm good. I had a very nice breakfast and it's a beautiful morning in Holland. I think we're expecting 18 degrees here, so I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I feel good as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to hear. And I was going to say, today we are in Holland, or should we say the Netherlands? You know, for us Dutch people, it's normally we say Holland, but abroad it's more known as the Netherlands, because that's the official name. And we are in the beautiful village of Oud-Karspel, and we are here with Robert van der Maat, International Account Manager at Holland Aqua Sight, a company specialized in underwater windows and movable swimming pool floors. Very interesting topic.
Yes. And we have to say that we met yesterday night already, so we got a little insight, and it's even more interesting than you ever imagine when you dive into a little bit. Well, very welcome also from my side, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Very nice to have you here.
And thank you for the invitation to record a podcast at our company. So we're feeling privileged. So thank you for that.
You're most welcome.
Yes. Now we feel embarrassed, but no. Yes, it's also a very big pleasure actually, because it's such an interesting topic: underwater windows and its application in movable swimming pool floors. But first of all, as I always like to do that, I wanted to ask you something about how you got into the swimming pool sector.
Yeah. Yes, it was more or less a coincidence. I worked at a technical wholesale company, and then one day I saw a vacancy at a swimming pool manufacturer, and I thought maybe this could be a cool sector to work in. So I took the gamble. I went there and I've got the job. So before joining Holland Aqua Sight, I spent 18 years in a commercial role at the Starline Group, manufacturer of glass fiber pools and slatted covers. So I have some experience in private pool projects and also with slatted covers, which were distributed through Europe with a dealer network.
Mm-hmm. So 18 years, so really you know the business well.
Yes, I think I know something about the business.
Yeah.
And as they always say, you know, once you're in the pool business, you're in there for life, more or less.
And we do know that a lot of people who get out actually come back,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So it is a very beautiful sector. That's indeed like this. So yeah, you stayed 18 years so long. So something must have. What is your interest in the whole thing? Why do you like it so much then?
Well, the great thing about working in this business is that we work with non-essential products. So people like to work with them. People are almost always happy, at least if we do our job well. So we are always working to make their dreams come true, and it's wonderful to be able to contribute to that.
Yeah, and I mean the podcast generally is about dream pools, and it's about dreams, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the original podcast, we called it "We Talk About Dream Pools Around the World," so it makes really sense in what you just said. When we invited you, we thought that you were predominantly or only a manufacturer of movable floors, and then we dove deeper into the product, and then we found out that you make windows for pools, and this is for us at least, a not so common product. You don't see it everywhere. So it's tell us a bit more about this windows.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, underwater windows are really something special. We also notice that they're become more common these days. Also in the designs of the architects and the landscapers, you see more often pools including an underwater window. Um, and what it makes us special is that you turn an ordinary pool into something like a real experience. Because if you imagine if you would sit in your living room or lying in your bedroom and you look directly into the pool and into the water, it creates that wow effect. And that's
yes,
what we want to
Mm.
achieve with our customers. So um, basically, you add something extra into the pool to give a real amazing feeling.
yes, and it's rather for the listeners hard to imagine because they don't see what we see, but it's really amazing. And what is it actually made of?
Yeah, we make our walls or windows from high quality acrylic. Um, I, I wouldn't say there is a misunderstanding in the market, but a lot of people talk about glass windows, glass walls, and there are some companies who do it in glass, but we think you have a lot of benefits by using acrylic because it's 100% transparent. It's much stronger than glass. It gives you also more flexibility in sizes, but also in shapes. We can shape it in almost every form or whatever you like. And we can produce seamless panels from very big dimensions. And in cases where it's not possible to produce it in one piece, we can solve this by using very nice stainless steel supports in between. So it's also depending on the size and the situation. So we look in every specific design and request how we could offer a wall or a window.
I have a question here. We have, of course, you cannot see it, but here on the table is a block of this acrylic. And is there like a limit? Because this is really thick.
Yeah.
Is there like a limit to it or?
Not really, but we have to respect the mechanical limitations of acrylic because it expands and it extracts a lot, or it could, depending also on the temperature differences in a certain country. So we have to respect the limitations, and therefore what is unique about the way we work is that we manufacture all our windows uh, in our factory in a pre-assembled stainless steel frame. So this allows us to create a window and we ensure 100% waterproof before it leaves the factory. We also pressure test it or we pressure test our all our windows with 0.5 bar, which you can compare with the 5-meter pool depth for 24 hours to ensure the water tightness. So we also supply a certificate of that, so a proof of the testing. And in addition, you also save a lot of time on site for the installation because it's all manufactured here and we don't have to make the water tightness on site in the concrete.
So there's like if you have like a very big pool, no, I mean it's a huge transport, no? You are delivering around the world.
Yes, it's
So
true. From time to time, it's a challenge,
no?
to get it on site. To give you one example, we had a project in Capri, in Italy, on an island. It was a big villa on a mountain, and the access was terrible. It was a nightmare to get there with a very big window. So the customer had to organize, and we also talk with them about how to do it. But they hired a helicopter in Switzerland to get the panel on site, because otherwise it was not possible. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I think now we see these kind of pools more and more, you know, like you have this fantastic photos of these kinds of pool where you see the swimmer in, you know,
Yes.
on a skyscraper, and you can see the swimmer. So it's something, you're really something on it, you know, like something which is really in style at the moment. Yeah. And so you said, of course, it's for pools, but are there any other application where you use this acrylic?
Yes, you can offer more solutions, such as windows for the enclosure, for example, for zoos with seals.
Mm-hmm.
We also did that. Waterfalls.
For zoos, you mean like aquariums also?
Yes, also. It's not our main business,
Yeah.
but we did it in the past in zoos. So it's a very flexible material in the way that you can bend it, you can bond it also. So you have several solutions for that, but our main focus is on swimming pools.
Okay. Because you see these projects also where they have like a canyon where people walk and look down. Is that acrylic too, you think, or is that possibly glass?
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay, because but you know what I mean,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's in China also.
Oh,
they
yes,
have that.
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh.
Um,
And on boats, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also used on boats to have a view into the sea.
oh yes, that's interesting, amazing.
Yeah, so we also did a project with that. But like I said, most of our projects are used for swimming pools, because it's a very specific environment where we have to take in account all the things which are important in environment of swimming pools, like the water quality, the UV, etc.
Yeah, and you said also, you mentioned already the tightness, no? That you get this, very tight, no?
That's the
That's the main
main important thing we have to secure is the water tightness, of course. So, and we want to take out the stress by end users or by pool builders, because we specialize in that part of the job.
And if I may go back to the question of acrylic, you say you build stainless steel frames where you fit in the window.
Mm-hmm.
Is it before you do that? Is it liquid?
In basic, yes. So acrylic is produced by using a mold.
Yeah.
So with liquid acrylic.
Yes.
And then you have to cool it down. So after the production of the sheet,
Yeah.
it has to be cooled down for a few days in liquid, also in liquid, in a liquid bath.
Yeah.
To get out of the stress in the panel.
Okay.
So that also is a difference in quality if you look to some other suppliers which try to accelerate the process
I see.
of the acrylic. But if you give acrylic enough time in the cooling down process, you get a much better end product. And you don't see it today or tomorrow, but after a few years, or 5, after 10 years, you could get problems with acrylic sheets which were produced too quick.
So if it's liquid, can you then basically make a mold in any shape and just pour in? Or it doesn't work like that?
No, it doesn't work like that. In theory, I think it could be possible, but I think it will be so expensive that it's not doable. And I think no. So most of our projects are also with straight panels or bend panels.
Yeah.
But to say you can get every free shape like an artwork or something like that.
Yeah, or
it's
a casting
possible
of a pump where you pour in.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible to do, but it's not our specialism.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think that you really on this, you have to take a quality product, no? Otherwise, the pool over time is ruined. And if you have such a beautiful pool somewhere and you have to redo the whole thing,
Yes.
that's a mess, no?
Yes, it's true. I agree. We only go for the best quality, and if that means that we lose a project, maybe based on price or whatever, uh, it is what it is. We don't compromise on quality.
Yeah,
Which
obviously,
I can
yeah.
understand, you know, the clientele that you have for such a window only want go for the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
one
know.
shot.
It's true, yeah.
So yeah, and do you have any specific, let's say, world famous references or some nice project for movie stars, or you know, or something that you can tell
Yeah,
us about?
where should I
Obviously.
begin?
Yes,
So we
well,
have so much really cool projects all over the world. That, to mention one,
yeah,
some time ago we were contacted by an architect for a big project in Monaco. They were building 3 apartment complexes, including a swimming pool. Um, and the wish was to install underwater windows so you could look into the Mediterranean Sea.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But the big challenge was that we not only had to deal with the water pressure from the inside of the pool, which is normally the case, but also the enormous pressure of the sea.
Hmm.
So no one else dared to took on that project, and we sat down and we developed a double wall system, and we managed to produce a working system. And I think it is commissioned last year, so finally it's finished now. And if you look on our website, you see some pictures of that. So it's a
oh.
real cool project.
Well,
Yeah.
and if I may take that a step further, then on one side you have seawater,
Yes.
which is salt. Does
Yes.
it have any effect?
No.
Ah,
No,
okay.
because acrylic is also used in other in submerbs
Ah, okay.
for working in the sea. So
It's very chemical resistant
yes,
also.
chemical, but also salt resistant.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
And
Very.
also yesterday you mentioned what I thought it was very interesting for us since we had a podcast about football, that of course it can be used to see really the swimmers inside, and if they have, for example, a bicycle or training or massage system,
Yes.
they can really see what the muscles are doing. So I think it's also an advantage for a lot of other things, you know. It's not only that it looks super cool, of course,
No.
but it's also you can see what is really happening in the pool.
They also can be
Yeah.
very functional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This moment we are in a project with a professional football club where they have a therapy pool,
Yeah.
and we offer 2 big windows so they can see what the football players are doing
Exactly.
below the water surface,
Yeah.
and how they recover from their injuries, and to see how the process goes.
So yeah, that was actually really interesting. No, I really thought, which we really didn't expect yesterday, about all this acrylic. But you are not only doing that, because you're doing something else pretty amazing, because you do movable floors. And the first time I've heard of it, it's years ago. No, I thought, oh, well, this is really amazing. You know, that you have a pool and and a terrace or whatever you want to do it at the same time, and this massive also power what is behind that. So yes, please tell us something what you do there in this field.
Yes, we at Holland Aqua Sight, we specialize in movable floors solely for swimming pools, because this is so specific that we consider it as a logical choice. And as we are a part of the Vario group, we have a sister company. It's called Vario Pool, and my colleagues of Vario Pool are active in the public market, where we also supply movable floors for public pools, like 25-meter pools, Olympic measurements like 50-meter pools. So we have all the technique and the knowledge in house to do pools for 50 meter, but also a 4x8 or 3x7 meter pool.
Okay, so Robert, you were saying you do pools for basically, it doesn't matter what size, whether it's an Olympic pool, whether it's a private pool, maybe a little tub, whatever is needed, you can do movable floors. And what I'm really also interested in is how does such a system work? How do you get it up
Yeah.
and down? And and what does happen with the water? You know.
I can explain you, no problem.
Yeah.
Yes, we use a floating system. So we pull down using a pulley system with stainless steel cables, which are connected to a hydraulic cylinder, which is installed in a dry room next to the pool.
Right.
And the customer can put the floor on the desired level using a touch screen,
Right.
and the water below the pool, if you pull the floor down,
Yes.
will get out in the outer edges of the floor or
Yeah.
through the tile joints, depending on the requirements of the customer, of course.
Okay.
So
So-
any material is possible? Just
You mean for the top deck?
yeah.
Almost, yeah. If it's a swimming pool proof material, it's possible. So you can put tiles on top, which is very common to
Mhm.
use ceramic tiles, for instance. But you can also put wood on top, or plastic materials, which is not so common, of course. So ceramic tiles and wood is more common, but it's always carried out by the pool builder or the contractor.
Okay. So you don't push the water out like in tanks next to the pool.
It stays in the pool.
So when you increase the height of the deck, the water just goes underneath.
Yes, through the outer edges of the floor or through the tile joints.
Ah.
Yes, so the water always stays in the pool, which is also a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I
Mostly
never
people think, okay,
thought-
where do you leave the water then?
It's
So-
not
Yes.
like a balance tank or something.
yeah,
Huge
exactly,
balance tanks.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
And the joints, that's also interesting. So you don't see that these are actually that
There-
water can go through, like rain or
There are
some-
open joints.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And well, you explained it before, but one of my questions was: is it for public and for residential? And you actually explained that the group does everything, but Holland Aqua Sight is specialized in residential and in hospitality.
Yes, we're focusing solely on the private and,
and
the
when you
residential
talk
mar-
about
the
hospitality, what do you mean? Is it like?
hotels and wellness centers.
Okay.
Yes. So we also supply to hotels or luxury camping parks, where they also use the movable floor for attracting people in the evening. For instance, we did a holiday park in the UK, and in the and the pool also of the movable floor also included water jets and LED lights.
Wow.
So
Hmm.
in the evening they pull down the floor with 10 centimeters, so you
Yeah.
have a small level of water
Yes.
where the children can play in. There are lights, there are fountains, so they attract people to the center of the park, and the parents are going to eat something or to drink. So it's also, especially
attraction.
in a commercial
Mm.
environment, interesting to look at as an investment.
Okay.
And you also mentioned it's actually safe as well compared to a
it-
cover.
Yeah, a cover is also safe, but this is
Yeah.
100% safe because it's impossible to come under the floor, because we have a gap of, depending also on the project, but we could achieve 5 mm gap,
Mhm.
so it's impossible to get under the floor.
And so if you like in you were mentioning a camping, is it strong enough that if you have it on the top level, that you can make like a dance floor out
Yes.
of it?
Yes, we already did,
Ah.
but also projects, for instance, in France, at the beach, from a hotel where they use a pool, and in the morning they use it for breakfast. So they put tables on it, and people can have their breakfast and in the
Okay.
afternoon and in the evening, they can swim there.
So it's a great space saver.
Yeah, it's a multifunctional solution.
Yes.
That's more or less what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can use it, as you said, I mean, you can use it a lot of times, just not like more times a day, even.
Yes,
Yeah.
because in 5 minutes time, you can raise the bottom or put it down.
Wow.
5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, yes.
Wow.
Hmm.
That is so. So that means it actually through when you pull it down, because it's quite a force
Yes,
to move the water through
Yes.
these little slits on the side up. So wow, that's amazing.
it's still in 5 minutes.
Yes,
So it's
that's
great, right?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Ah, so well, we now know how it works, the system, and it, you know, although we have been in pool business also a very long time, movable floors and acrylic windows is really a specialism. There are, you know, we know about water features, we know about stainless steel a lot, but this is it's a genuinely
It's already above all of the main things, no, with a
Yeah.
pool. And as you said, for me, it's now also, as I cannot think about it, and I'm thinking so much that it's really an attraction. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, it surprises me every week when I see the inquiries we get from the designs, from the architects, what they designed for a new project. So gladly, there are a lot of high-end projects through all over the world, but also especially in Europe, where we can contribute on that.
right.
Mm.
And one other question I had about the movable floors, now that I think about it, you said, you know, the acrylic windows are in general, let's say, square or rectangular shaped. Can you, in theory, make a movable floor like a free form?
Yes, 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 definitely we can. To give you an example, we had an inquiry last year from an end user in Italy
Yeah,
for a free shape pool,
yeah,
and he became a grandfather. So he said, I want to have 100% safety for my grandchild.
yeah,
But in addition, the local government want to get rid of all the blue spots. If you look the environment
Mhm.
there from top, it was in Santa Margherita and at the Mediterranean Sea,
yeah.
and they want to get rid of all the blue spots in the green environment.
Oh.
So they advised him he would have better chances to get a permit to finish it with natural products. So we made a free-form movable floor,
Yeah,
and he finished it with hard wood. Same materials at the terrace.
ah,
So if you look from above, if they took pictures from above, if the pool is in use or if it's closed, you only see wood.
amazing.
So
Mm.
he got a permit and everything went very smoothly.
And
Wow.
what was the reason then for the free form? Was just he liked the free form pool?
That's just the idea,
safety,
and
no?
it's
For the
also
grandchild, yeah.
it's what I've heard from some pool builders. It's a trend that's is coming these days.
Yeah,
That the designs are getting more free shaped, like you have in the US and Australia,
yes,
which is good news for us because you can cover it very easily with a movable floor.
yes. And in comparison to roller covers and so on.
Yeah, with a slatted cover, depending on the design, but it's more complicated.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And temperature, we spoke about that, Angela.
Yeah, we actually spoke about yesterday when we met before, you know, in which that you have this very, you mentioned a little bit, that's why you use this stainless steel construction, no?
Mhm,
Because of
mhm.
its a very big temperature difference, no? Can you
Yes,
say something
yes.
about that?
Yes, but our panels can perform in any climate, in warm Mediterranean environments or in mountain villas with snow in the winter. The most important thing is that the pool stays full. You do not drain the water because if you have no water, you have no cooling of the panel
Yeah.
of the acrylic. So if you keep the water in the pool, we can secure the quality of the panel of the acrylic window.
Yeah.
Okay. And the same goes for the movable floors, I assume.
Yes, movable floor, we can install it in every environment, and in a wellness center, indoor, outdoor. It doesn't matter.
If
No,
in the
it's
desert or
all
on
built.
on
No,
the North Pole.
no, we
North
didn't
Pole.
get an inquiry from the North Pole till now, but maybe after this podcast we will have. But it's all built to last. So no, we don't have problems with climate with our product. But you're right. With acrylic, we have to be sure, and we look to every detail, like temperature differences, and how the pool is being used, and how we should provide the right solution for it. So it's a specific solution for each project.
And on the movable floors, is there a lot of maintenance?
You have a certain maintenance, like cleaning under the floor,
Yeah.
which is not needed every month.
No.
So we have also service and maintenance contracts where we can do the maintenance and service. So
Underneath the floor.
yes, so we do it with divers.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Yeah, because we have a floating system. The water always stays in the pool. So we have a hatch,
Yeah.
and then we send some divers over, and they will check everything, the cables, the pulleys, is everything in a good shape, and they at the same time they also clean the floor, the pool floor itself.
Ah. Okay. So you
But
have
it doesn't have an effect on the water quality. If it's a little bit dirty under the floor, it doesn't have any effect on the water quality.
Ah. Okay. So there's a hatch. They go from
Yes.
above.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Because my next question was: is there like like a door
On the
under-
side. No,
Yeah.
no. They enter from
from
the top.
above?
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
But you here in the company, you do from design, construction, installing, maintenance, or does the
Yes.
people you train people? How does that work?
Yes, I think what sets us apart from some other suppliers is that we manage every step in house. So from the sales, the engineering, the production, from the steel, we have we have our own steel company, the hydraulic systems, but also the installation and the service worldwide. So this gives our clients full confidence that we control the entire process. So
That makes
ensuring
you
the quality
unique.
and the reliability at every stage.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you install it in, let's say, Timbuktu. You will send out a team
Yes.
to do the commissioning, everything.
Yes. So I have colleagues, technical colleagues, which I've never seen till now because they are
Always on site.
always on site throughout the year.
Hmm.
Wow.
So that makes you. Is there one question we did have is like you already mentioned now Aqua. What makes you Aqua Sight? What makes you unique? Is there something else maybe?
No, I think that's the most important thing.
Mm.
It's also the organization. Like I said, we have everything in house from A to Z, so we do the whole package.
Is there can you see any trend where it's going? You already mentioned that probably the shape pools and all kinds of shapes might come again. Is there anything else? What is coming?
Yeah, what we noticed the last year is that we receive more often inquiries for pool dividers. So what you see that there are a lot of projects with an indoor pool and an outdoor pool in the same project, and they want to have a solution to connect the both pools together. So we now have a few projects with very big pool windows. They will open very smoothly to the outside or to the inside, whatever you like, to connect the pool. So if you want to swim inside, you close the doors. If you want to swim to the outside pool, the outdoor pool, you open the doors and you swim to the outdoor pool. So, and there are several solutions for that, and we already designed a few of them. So this is a trend we see that it's upcoming.
And how do you do that when it's very cold outside and inside it's warm?
Yes. Mostly we advise to use a sort of hybrid water treatment system. So let's say that you do not want to swim in the winter in the outdoor pool. You close the door. That's our solution. And you lower the temperature of the outdoor pool. You put the circulation on a low level, but it still runs. So you keep a certain water quality. And of course, you have a small leakage of energy between the indoor and the outdoor pool, but that is something you cannot avoid.
Right.
Mm.
Amazing. Amazing. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's always something, when you think you have your private. Before it was like, okay, you had a pool in the garden, that was amazing, but then you had a pool in the house, which is pretty cool, but now you have both connected.
Yes.
So we always have new ideas, no?
And one thing that really got me is that when Robert said, in this camping, that you can actually increase the height of the deck, of the floor, and then make little fountains and lights for kids. That I never thought about it. For me, it was always like you have it low to swim and high to have it
Yeah, like
dry.
a deck or something. Yeah.
Yes.
But there's also
Nothing in
something
between. Yes, it's true.
Uh,
We do that with it's a new concept we introduced a few years ago, which called Area H2O,
yeah.
and we did, I think, till now 15 projects. So it's based on also fountains with LED, but also an interactive game. So we also did some projects for indoor pools, mainly public pools,
Yeah.
but it's also suitable for private pools if people want to have it in their home, where we use a beamer on the ceiling and we display interactive games for children.
Really?
So they can run after fishes or kick a ball or whatever. So there are a lot of games in the system which we could provide, and every year we also develop 1 or 2 new games.
That is amazing.
And one more question, because you mentioned you can use it from the house on your control system, also with an app. Is that possible, or how is
Yes.
that?
Yes, because we develop our own software, it's possible to connect it to every application, also to a Domotica or whatever, to the house system. So you can use it on your mobile or an iPad or a touchscreen, which is a standard. So we can connect it to every kind of control system.
Domoticas like Dahlia and stuff like that.
KNX, yeah, for example.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing.
Yes.
It opened a real new world to me, especially with this gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah, you like that, right?
Yes.
You stay a child, basically.
Yeah. I can imagine myself, chasing fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's also what I thought. It's amazing when the kids wake up in the morning, and before they were doing these games, and in the morning see, oh, there's a pool. Wow.
Instead of going, take their mobile or looking TV, they can go into the water and play there.
And which gets them some exercise, so it's actually healthy as well.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much, Robert. It was, you opened my eyes in the world to the world of windows and the movable floors business. Like I said, we are pool people, but we were not very familiar with this topic, and now we are a bit more.
Yes, indeed. And as you said, the connection between indoor and outdoor pools, that you have solutions for this as well, right?
Yeah, thank you for the invitation, and it was great to have the possibility to explain more about our products, and so I hope after today it's becoming more well known.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure it will. Okay.
Danke well.
You're welcome.
And you can write us with any comments or questions at mail@swimmingpool-podcast.com.
Goodbye.
Danke.
Gracias.
Merci.
Dziękuję.
Dankjewel.
Spasiba.
Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.